What's up, Detroit? What's up, world? I'd like to welcome you again to the Hook Podcast, coming to you from the Six Hole Studio in Detroit, Michigan. I'm your host, Keith Butler, with my co-host, Jeffrey Big Daddy Lowe.
What up, dude? And guess what?
We got our sports analyst, the bootleg Stephen A. Smith, Leland Stein. What's up, Stein?
I mean, I don't like that.
Hey, man, that's what somebody hit you with.
I don't like it, not even a little bit.
I'm sorry, man.
I'm about to hang up.
No, don't hang up, Stein.
Hang up,
I
Stein.
gotta keep my own stuff.
No, man, Stein, you our guy. You our guy, Stein.
Stein.
But somebody threw that on us. Who was that guy? Sound like a poor man, Stephen A. Smith. What you talking about? That's our guy.
That's the young lady. That's the young lady at the cigar bar.
Huh?
It's not hyperbole.
No, we got nothing but love for you, Stein. Y'all call me ESPN-less Butler. I gotta suck that up. We all got our little names,
Hey,
you know.
before we get started, this is powered by True Detroiter. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, you can email us when you want to get in contact with us. If you have any ideas for programs or shows, drop us a line. jlo200@comcast.net, or
You can reach me at Kebu, KEBU, the number 10 at yahoo.com. That's KEBU, the number 10 at yahoo.com.
and Stein is our guest, our featured guest.
No, he's our in-house analyst, man. He ain't no guest.
Well,
Stein's our guy.
He drops in like, hey,
When we need top-notch information on sports,
hold it.
we call Stein.
Wait a minute, folks. If you watch the NFL,
Oh, God.
this guy, Leland Stein,
Oh, yeah.
Jerome Bettis, and in his film, the Hall of Fame and all of that stuff, and they talking about Jerome, and they talking about the bus, and they talking about the city of Detroit. Guess who is also featured in that film?
I haven't seen that film yet. There was a film about Barry Sanders.
Well, Barry Sanders. Well, aren't you in both of them?
You in Barry's new film?
Yes, he is.
You got in the Barry's new film? The one
Yes.
that's just coming out?
Yes, he's in that.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Stein got some clout, some pull.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were that heavy, Stein.
And Bettis, and he's in Bettis's film. And I also want to say congratulations to the next Detroit Hall of Famer. His name is Antonio Gates, all-star tight end. He's up and coming as far as the Hall of Fame is concerned. Antonio Gates, right?
Yeah.
But he was just inducted into the San Diego or Los Angeles Chargers Ring of Fame or Hall of Fame or however they have it. Mm-hmm. They retired his jersey the other night at the game.
Okay,
I want to say congratulations to all the Trailblazers.
Okay, you getting carried away. Enough of that. We, on all our shows, before we get started, we like to have a little sip of a little bit of alcohol.
Yes.
And so what Jeff and I usually do is we usually toast with Uncle Nearest, which is a really good premium whiskey. But we decided what we're going to start doing now is we're going to find black distilleries and black-owned alcohols and produced alcohols and start getting a little sample and giving them a little prop.
Right, and feature them a little bit on our show.
Just talk about them. This podcast is we're tasting Bro Brothers Bourbon Whiskey. It's 82% proof, and this is the first time we've had it. And ladies and gentlemen,
Bro Brothers
is smooth. It is very smooth. No burn, no aftertaste. It goes down smooth. It's got a nice, pleasant taste. And it's made by three brothers, Victor, Christian, and Victor Christian and Bryson Yarbrough.
Where's their headquarters? Where are they based out of?
They are based.
Kentucky,
I think it's Kentucky. Yeah, I think they're based out in Kentucky. Yeah. So they're I don't know how long they've been in business, but if you like a nice smooth bourbon whiskey, this is the one. But anyway, let's take
Try
a
it.
sip.
Toast.
Quick toast, and we're gonna get started.
Stein, toast.
Even though you don't have
Ta-
any.
So,
Just hold a finger up, Stein, or something, you know.
Cup of
so
water.
they got a glass of water.
Who?
A glass of water.
Okay, glass. We'll take the water. Hey, I'd like to say congratulations to Carol, too. She just finished up her classes, and we'll talk to her one day. She's beeping in right now.
Yeah.
All right, Carol. That's all right. Hang up. All right. Here we go. All right.
Okay, so what we want to get on to
This is
today,
live radio podcast.
pre-recorded. Yeah, what we're going to talk about a little bit today is we want to talk about our Detroit Lions. They started off with a blast. They came out on fire, and they're starting to fizzle out a little bit. And Stein, I'm gonna ask you: Is there something to be concerned about? I'm listening to talk radio, sports radio here and there, and some people saying there's no issue. Other people are concerned. Some people are pointing the finger at golf, and I'm kind of leaning toward pointing the finger at golf myself. But Campbell is making some crazy calls. I like his aggression, but when
Right.
you're 4th and 19 in your own
I know.
20, you need to kick the ball. Some of these calls you're making are a little crazy. And golf he's had 9 turnovers in the last 3 games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
5 interceptions, 4 fumbles, something like that. And that's on him.
What are some of the whispers or some of the things that are being said in that locker room, Stein? You're there every week or every other week, as many times as you can get in there. You hear it. What's going on?
And is this something for us to be concerned about? And what do you think about?
Well, I think in pro football, there's always something to be concerned about. Pro football, for the most part, and that's so. Let's take it there, and then let's backtrack. You got to look at San Francisco. They went through a 3-game stretch where they lost 2 out of 2 of those games. And
Yeah, but San Francisco is a different machine, man.
okay, but let me finish.
Go ahead.
He
go
looked so pedestrian that we was like, hey, they really ain't all that good.
You talking
That's how
about
they
Brock?
really was looking. It was 40 years. Of course, him too. And then, of course, same thing with Dak. They went through a little piece there when they lost to.
Well, I know I don't ever trust Dak,
No, every team is going to have their stretches now. You know that.
but I don't ever
I'm just
trust Dak.
making a real point here. They lost to St. Louis.
Mhm.
The thing is Any Given Sunday ain't more than a cliche.
That's
just
true.
A movie.
That's true.
It actually happens, man. These are other pros. These teams may not be playing good or doing good, but all them guys have been All-American somewhere, started at least in high school,
Yeah, I agree.
on up to playing in college. So, I mean, they're all athletes. So, things going to happen. Now, the way they lost and the way they're losing, there is something to always be worried about, especially when it comes to golf. Because his weakness, as they started to figure him out in the second half of the season, he's not mobile.
No, we know
He's not
that.
that guy. If we had Fields on this team, we'd be talking about Super Bowl contenders.
Yeah,
Maybe.
you're right.
Really, he would make that big of a difference to this team, what he can add. Because, see, the bad thing about the quarterbacks nowadays that's kind of stuck to the pocket is you got to make your offensive line be perfect every
Right,
time. It's
right.
just impossible.
You got to keep that
They
pocket
can't
clean.
be perfect.
Yeah.
Right.
They can't do it, man. It's not going to happen.
And
You have to beat up the offensive line all you want, but, man,
mhm.
them guys are backpedaling. Them dudes are running forward full speed. And they know what they're doing.
And we
they
know,
wanna
and you and I both know, Leland. Guess what? We know where my man is going to be standing. We know where he is.
Yeah, he's
He's
pretty
in,
much
in
there.
that pocket.
Yeah, but if they got to get him stepping out a little bit. They got to do something.
But that's
They
not
gotta
what he
figure
does.
something out.
He's a pocket passer.
Yeah.
He's not mobile, like
Yeah,
you
he's
just
pocket-
said.
No, but I ain't saying mobile to run, but he can get outside just a little. I mean, he can roll outside that pocket and still throw. I've seen him do it.
Did you see the game yesterday? Did you see Larry?
I did.
He tried to go.
Yesterday.
Yeah, was that guy 6'3", 390 pounds that ran him down?
You see how many tackles Fields broke?
Oh my
On that
God,
one
man!
run?
You know what?
They had
That one
in the backfield
down
they
inside the
caught it.
10.
It just-
Inside the
it just don't
10.
even make sense.
And guess what?
That
Here's
cost
and
the
to-
game right there.
guess
'Cause they had them.
and guess
in
what?
field position.
Stein, I don't know if you heard it on the broadcast. Chicago is still wondering. It's still wondering what they're going to do with that first pick.
Now, my question is you think this is why they got rid of, why LA got rid of Goff? Because now he's starting to look like he's a little lost. It's almost, understandable why they got rid of Goff for
Yeah, it is.
for Stafford.
And
You
you
know.
sure can't argue with what they did because they won a Super Bowl behind.
Yeah, well, I mean,
know?
No, absolutely. You
well,
can't
they
argue with that.
Look, they barely did that with Stafford. Okay,
Well,
So
but
hey,
it wasn't like it was Stafford that won
Hey,
that Super Bowl.
once a guy plateaus and he can go, he only can take you as far as you can go with him. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what you gonna do? What you?
Well, that ain't necessarily true now.
What you mean?
Yeah,
Isn't necessarily
we
true?
don't know what it is. If he look, we got 5 games.
Yeah,
If he, they got a super big game with Denver at home Saturday.
Right.
Okay, so
You think
that
that's a big
asks a
game?
lot of questions. Of course it is.
I mean, you
It's a
think
home game because they got Dallas after that. And some
But-
others they're gonna lose some of those games.
I'm not talking about is it an important game, but I mean, I'm thinking, do you think Denver poses a threat? I know any team can beat any
Of
team,
course.
but do you think Denver is up to the lion caliber? They're starting
no
to
doubt about
they're
it.
starting
They
to come
won
back.
5 out of 6 games.
Right.
Okay, 5 out of 11, and they beat some top ranked teams
Okay,
along that 5 out of 6 journey.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
So
And
yeah,
Peyton's
I
starting to
mean,
look like a genius again.
well, they had to fix the offense, and they had a lot of things to do. They had to get Russell a receiver that he can believe in and trust, and it seems like they found that. So,
Mm-hmm. That's right.
unfortunately, man, because that guy, he's a monster.
And
He made a one-handed catch this week. I'm looking at that, I'm like, oh, Lord,
interesting what was said after the game, and the head coach said he's going to change some things up for the Detroit Lions, and it's another side of him that's going to be displayed. What is that other side of the head man in charge?
You talking about that's
he's
what
just
Peyton
coach
said
speaking.
about?
Oh, that's
He's
just coach
coach
speak.
speaking. Yeah,
That's-
I mean,
oh.
everything they've been doing, and they're going to make some changes based on the team they playing. But
Right.
as far as like cussing everybody out, beating them up, and getting rid of people, that's not going to happen.
This is
You
the
know.
NFL. No, it's not going to happen like that. We're talking about grown men football, Stein. You know that. They're not going to accept that.
So, do you think?
Oh, they have to accept it because they get cussed out too.
I'm not saying they don't get cussed out, but it's a certain amount of
So,
respect. there,
okay,
too.
listen. You think
Well,
the
then-
Lions have been looking lazy and tired the last few games, or
Of
they've just
course they have.
being outplayed?
Well, it's being outplayed because they, again, the season has these ups and valleys and peaks and downturns. And like Brandon Graham was saying, every year, his teams they be with, they have some lull sets in. And he said that's my job is to see that and get everybody right, and that's the way it is. So I mean, every team talks about it and they realize it's really part of the sport. You're gonna have those moments.
Mm-hmm.
The team they lost to Green Bay. The Green Bay is playing good ball.
Yeah,
And we got to
Yeah.
catch them right then on that Thursday game. And they really play good. And so is Chicago.
yeah.
We're playing a lot better.
And you
I
might
mean,
as well
Bill
throw.
willed that victory.
Yes, he did.
If he didn't do the stuff he did, we could have beat him.
Hey, you might as well throw Minnesota in there too.
Well, yeah.
You
What?
might
But he was doing some
A
exceptional
3-0
things.
victory yesterday.
Hey, a win is a win is
Yeah.
a
No
win.
kidding. I
That's
take
true.
anyone
And,
you give.
Minnesota's my team, but it's been my team since I was a baby. But I mean, three.
But every game is different.
Yeah.
Man, just take it.
That was a good
Next day they
defensive
like to
game,
put up
man.
30.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
Football's crazy, man. It does that. Every game, to me, it's crazy. You can't just measure and say, that's because of this. But you can because you got to use analytics to get to some kind of truth so they can bet.
Mhm.
So, yeah, that's some truth in all that. But still, you got, like Denny Green said, You gotta. That's why we play the game.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
You gotta play the game.
That's
Now,
right.
look.
No way around it.
Now look, I like Campbell's attitude. I like how the team kind of rallied around him, and it looked like they
Right.
were heading in the right direction. But my
Right,
issue is, I used to when they got Caldwell, our frat brother,
Yeah.
I was real geeked up.
Oh,
And so, hold on. Let me finish before you start moaning and groaning.
He
and
started
shit.
already.
I
I
know.
love
It's already
Caldwell.
But so he had it was 11-5 season and 2-9-7 seasons
We
or
keep
whatever.
bringing it up.
And they
Keep
said,
talking
Right.
about it.
wait a minute, Jeff.
Go ahead.
Wait a
All
minute.
right. All right.
They said, that wasn't good enough, so we got to bring somebody in. We
They did, didn't they? Yes,
send them a
they
text
did.
message and tell you in a podcast.
Okay, I'll do that.
And so his 9-7 records weren't good enough, even though they were winning seasons. They bring in Patricia, and he just crapped the bed, and they get rid of him after 3 years. What I'm curious about is if Campbell doesn't get them, beyond 9 wins. Say, for instance, they don't win another game, or if they only go 10 and 10-6 or 10-7. Do you think his head's gonna be on a chopping block, or they give him a couple more years? Or?
No, yeah, he gets some more years.
But
Yeah,
suppose he does it 2 years in a
I'll just call
row.
it like it is. The color, the complexion of his skin,
Okay,
don't give him that time.
the
But all
complexion
guys
for the
that did-
protection.
All them guys that did worse than Caldwell got 3 years, most of them.
Yeah, well,
Caldwell got 4,
yeah,
okay? Come on, they still got 3.
yeah.
Gee, they criminals,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Caldwell, they set that franchise back a lot of years, but they weren't ready yet. They didn't have the general manager in place. They didn't have this. The ownership is better. That lady seems to have a better grip on this team,
No, Sheila.
Yeah. I mean, already you can see the changes.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. But I mean, I just
Now, the
don't.
injuries have also hurt this team.
But that's
so
every
they take
team.
a second.
You know that. We all know that. That's every
the
team.
offensive line, though. There's 2 guys on the offensive line. You can't have that.
Right.
Yeah, but see, my argument when people start talking about injuries and stuff is that you may be second string, but you're still better than 90% of the people who ever played the game. So as second string, when first goes out,
Sure.
you supposed to be ready to slide in there. Now, I mean, first
know
string.
what they say.
Listen, first
Next
string is
man
going
up.
up against Miller.
Next man up.
You dealing with Miller over there in L.A. Even your first string is having a hard time. Second string is going to have a hard time. But whoever dealing with Von Miller is going to have a hard time.
Right.
Whether you first, second, or third. So you better be ready. So when people say all the injuries and all that, every team, first of all, has injuries.
At this point in the year,
yeah.
you might as well.
And
Everybody
I don't want to hear it. So you
but
get
your
paid
point,
to do
it's
it.
a good point. It's a good point, brother. But you minimize it. Facts.
Well, I'm not
Fact
minute.
of the matter is, yes, you are, because injuries matter.
It's a part of the sport.
Nobody say.
It's a part of the
That's why
game.
guys
I mean, but people people are playing injured.
It is part. No, hell no. I'm talking about people that ain't playing that got hurt.
People are
That
playing
ain't in the
hurt.
game. We ain't talking about
Can you
nobody
play
playing.
hurt or play injured?
Okay, stop. We're talking about people that ain't playing, period. When you don't have
you
your
right.
best player, the
You right.
second team guys ain't as good as the first team when they beat first team.
I agree.
And,
Okay,
and
now
guess what?
stop.
And guess what teams do? They attack
Gee,
those
that's the
weaknesses.
reason why. Of course
That-
they do.
Good teams attack
But-
those weaknesses. You
but
know
how
that.
many
Yeah,
times
I mean,
has
it's nice to say it, it's melancholy, but every now and then you get, let's say if you got all these 5 linemen and you got 3 or 4 backing them up, well, 1 or 2 might be good, the first one underneath,
And I
but
was
the
about to
other
say
guys
that.
going to be a rookie or old veteran or something, they ain't going to be as good. They ain't.
And I'm not arguing
No,
that, but
nobody
okay,
does.
but to support my
Running
argument,
back, no.
but to support my argument, how many times has the first string gone down and second string come up, and then there's a question whether or not first string is going to get his job back because second string stepped in
Not often.
and did a good job. Not often,
Not often.
but it happens. So that's all I'm saying.
Very rarely.
That's all I'm saying.
It happens.
You
Everybody's
got to
waiting
be ready.
You see San Francisco talking about just waiting for Debo to come back. They ain't even trying to front like they're going to get
Okay.
another Debo.
I mean, but you know you got those freaks
You're not
of
going to
nature.
get another Debo.
But you get
You know
Don't
that.
stop with that.
But
Just
every
like
now-
all across the league.
every now
Players
and
are
then,
Get
better.
another
They get
Debo.
hurt. The teams ain't going to be as good.
yeah, but every
They're
now
not.
and then you find a freak of nature that nobody's going to replace, regardless.
Well, no, it's
Okay.
a lot of great receivers all across the league. When they get hurt, the teams
It's
just
bad.
aren't as good. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not arguing that. I
It
agree
don't
with
have
you.
to be football. It could be basketball. It could be track and field or relay. We had Carl pull his hammy in his leg during the '96 Olympics, and we lost the relay. Those
Yeah.
were the first relays we ever lost.
Yeah,
in
well,
the
I
4x100.
Yeah, but
But I
that-
mean, it's every sport,
speed is
man.
speed,
you
bro.
know.
That's a
You
whole
talking about a
different thing.
world class
Yeah, but
sprinter,
Yeah,
no,
we
I
talking
don't
about
care.
we talking about
They
sprinting
still
down
got
there.
guys that
a
was
hurdler,
world-class
greatest,
right
one of the
behind
greatest
them.
of all
They bring
time.
the second team comes there too in case somebody get hurt.
Yeah,
They
but
do that for all
you
the
know,
sports.
you know, a fraction of a second in
Is a big difference.
is a big difference in the Olympics. So if you second string on the Olympic team, you are a second behind. That's
You're
cancel
second.
Christmas.
You,
You be second for a reason. Cancel
Not
Christmas.
necessarily
You ain't gonna
just a
catch.
relay.
you're second
You
team.
get rid of
Because I don't
relay.
care how fast you're running.
You ain't getting
You're not
away with-
outrunning Carl.
You ain't running down
Well, it's the
Usain
same
Bolt either. You know?
In all the sports. If Kobe Bryant got hurt, the Lakers wasn't the same. That's just it.
I agree with you.
Steph Curry had that hurt year. Golden State didn't make any
If
spell
Kareem
play.
got hurt,
Klay
guess
Thompson
what?
Got hurt.
Kareem, he got hurt,
And
didn't he?
Magic carried the team to a
Oh,
Did he carry him to a championship?
yes, he did.
I thought he
He
did.
did.
So I
Yeah,
mean,
but see, that's not totally true. He only
Oh.
played that one game. Where that he didn't play. He played all the rest of them.
yeah. Well,
I
you know,
apologize.
It was
You know,
that first
we
game,
forgot
he
you
had
worked
kind
for
of
the Black
a
Press
semi
News back
break.
then. That's right.
Well, I was
But they
there.
could have lost that game.
Yeah, you was there. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway,
Yeah,
you know, anyway. So as you say, it's not much to be worried about, be concerned about. It is football. We do know that. So what do you think? What's your prediction with the Lions going forward?
Well, I say that's why I say right now this Denver game is crucial because they got a tough stretch coming. They got the in conference is always tough record, just like in conference in the sports and colleges. I mean, it doesn't matter, man. Over time, they know you. You're in the conference. You got to travel. You just get beat. Well, a team that should beat you when you play in the conference.
Leland,
Well, they split with Chicago and Green Bay.
Right.
Now they got the two
Yes,
with
they have.
Minnesota.
I'm
They got
gonna put you on
two-
I'm gonna put you on the spot, Leland. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm putting you in that locker room. All right, I'm putting you in that locker room. You're the coach right now. Okay, I want to hear your speech. I want to hear how you motivate this Detroit Lions team and what this Detroit Lion team needs to do.
Oh wait, before you do that, I'm gonna tell you now. I'm starting to sound like an alcoholic. This Bro Brothers is pretty good.
Bro,
Bro Brothers, bourbon whiskey,
brother.
82%. This Bro Brothers
look,
ain't
bro,
bad.
look, bro,
It's only my second
look,
shot.
bro, look, bro.
But this ain't
I
bad.
done got
We wish you were here, Leland. Look, bro.
Leland wouldn't drink it.
Look, bro.
Leland don't drink.
Look, bro. Look, bro.
I don't
Yeah,
drink that
but
hard.
go ahead.
Leland,
Go ahead, Leland.
You're
I'm
the
sorry.
coach. You're
Yeah.
the coach, okay? You're the
Well,
coach. You're in that locker room, man. I want you to get into this, man. This is a podcast.
That's pretty good.
This is a podcast. This is not WDFN or those other radio
Okay,
stations.
you gonna let him-
All right,
You
do
gonna-
it, man. Hey, I want you to motivate this Lions team right now. Do
No,
it.
I don't know if I can motivate him like that because I give him no speech. But the simple fact of the matter is with those guys is, man, I don't know. You can't kick Golf out.
No.
Okay, I'm definitely not gonna beat him up, and I can't send him on the bench. He's my guy. I gotta live and die with him.
You
All
die
we
with
can
him
do
right
right now is hope that he finds that early season form that he had,
Mhm.
or what we've seen over the last 4 or 5 weeks is the real guy. Is the reason he got put out. I can't answer that because I don't know yet.
But as a
We
coach,
As
This
a
is
coach, I'm
correct.
telling you to put yourself
What are
in
you-
the
what are
coach's
you telling them?
shoes. What are you
but
telling
as a
them?
coach, well, first of all, we putting in a game plan.
We know
And
that.
we studied it all
all-
week.
we know
So
that.
we're going to deal with that. Well, I'm just telling them, look, we got to play mistake-free football.
Mhm.
That stupid thing, dropping snaps from center. I mean, you just can't do that stuff. In big games, you can't do it. And he did. It's too many turnovers. He's killing us. And see, he's on a thin line more than some of the other quarterbacks because he can't ad lib and get them extra yards like Fields and Jackson and those guys can do, that where they can save themselves and save the team.
All right.
So when given the opportunity and the block and everything is right, he has to be perfect in them situations all the time, and he hasn't been perfect in those situations.
Coach, now, Coach.
So my coach talked to him. Yeah.
Talk to your offensive coordinator. He's looking at me right now. Mr. Keith Butler, your offensive coordinator for this team.
That's Ben Johnson, man.
Okay.
Ben Johnson, but look,
right now it's you.
He ain't gonna be here next year.
Right now it's you. Is that what's coming out of your? You might not be here next year.
Big time. No, he's gone.
Is that because he's being?
Everybody wanted.
Everybody
wanted.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a hot ticket.
Yeah.
And of course the NFL's looking for that. Nice young white coordinator, and he's done some spectacular things this year.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's been too spectacular to save golf with some of the plays they've called and the things that have happened perfectly for them. People are looking for that stuff now, and the gimmicky stuff may not work as well anymore.
Right.
Okay. Now,
so golf's going to have to just get down, man, and get in there. I don't know what they can do with him because he's gonna get sacked, and that's gonna hurt him.
Now,
because he's gonna bust some good drives because he can't save them with his feet. So I don't really know how to fix that.
Yeah.
Because they ain't gonna block right every time.
You're not gonna fix it at this point in the season. Anyway, you're not going to fix it.
Now I'm looking at.
Well, you can't fix it because he is what he is. Only thing, that's why everybody wanted to throw long balls more.
Right, but he can't
just don't have the time. No, he ain't doing a great long ball throw anyway.
Right,
and he's not a strong arm, really. So right now,
what's a quicker drop? Quicker 3 seconds, boom, 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 ball go. Everybody got to be in the pass. You got to let it go. I mean, they can do that.
Don't you think most of the NFL is like that these days?
No, because it takes a second to get them patterns going. That three shit don't work. Now with these defensive backs all in your draws, and even the linebackers are now
in your draws. That's pretty deep.
They check pretty good. Yeah. they pretty good too. These linebackers are fast, man. These guys running 4, 6.
Okay, we getting close to the end, Stein. I got a couple of more questions for you. First of all, I'm looking at Sheila Ford right now, and she's talking to you as the coach. Look, Coach, what you gonna do to tighten this up? What do you tell her? And last night the Chiefs lost another one, and Mahomes lost his shit. And
his mind.
Yeah, and personally, if you're offside, the way I look at it, if you're offside, you're offsides. Now, were they wrong in calling that? I think not. I love the Chiefs. I love Mahomes, but that was the right call, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
So first
I disagree.
First of all, what do you tell Sheila Ford as the coach, and she's starting to be worried about your control of the team and the team's loss? And then what do you think about the call in Mahomes?
This is what I say. I say, boss lady, Miss Ford, you know how we do. We putting in some work here for you. Thanks for trusting us, but we ain't quite there yet. Now, let's not let this good early start.
And I'm begging you for another year.
Get everybody, get us way past where we really are.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to see if we can get, we're missing some pieces, especially on defense, right now. And, we're just going to see if we can make some change on offense. But this season is going to be a success no matter what.
Absolutely.
But we got to close this year out for you.
Mm-hmm.
We do have to do that.
Now, Leland.
And I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure these guys are ready for it. And that's what I tell that lady.
Okay, now what about Mahomes in the Kansas City and all that mess last night?
Before
you
hold
can't help
on,
it, man. It's a competitive sport, man. I mean, he's so used to winning.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been winning. And the taste of losing, don't feel good.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking.
It doesn't feel good to anyone. You're absolutely right about that.
Mahomes' issues is because all the problems they've been, all the drop passes and all that kind of garbage all year.
Come on, man.
He's not used to that.
No, look. I
mean, Kelsey dropping 2 passes a
wide
game.
receiver. I'm a wide receiver. I know that's
you
hard
are
for you.
wide as hell.
I knew y'all was waiting for that to come.
You
I
said
go
it.
up to the line. I look over to my left at the official, and I ask the official, "Am I okay?" And the official gives me a nod. You're okay.
Even if you don't
Now-
look at the official, you're a wide receiver. You know where to line up. He was all the way across the
Now,
line.
hey, if the official does not say
He can't see the ball.
move back a few feet,
That's
they've
not
done
on-
that
Well,
before.
That's not on the
Officials can do
official.
that.
Huh?
No, well, that's the official. When you look at them,
The line judge, the line, they
That's
have
not
done
on.
that.
That's not on them though. You know where you're supposed to line up.
They haven't
Well,
been
I agree with you there, brother.
all
That's
year
true,
long.
because
I don't care.
They had
Coach.
not. They have not been caught. Has,
It doesn't matter. All
Has not been
it
called.
wasn't the same. It wasn't the same
at
referee
all.
crew that's doing every game.
It don't matter.
Yeah, that's a retarded thing.
What?
What you said? It's ridiculous. The fact of the
Listen,
matter is,
man.
like Vince Lombardi said, we do our job. It don't matter if they know our plays or anything.
Right.
We
Right.
do our job. Get your butt offside. Don't be offside. Period.
That's not the ref's fault.
Ain't nobody calling. Nobody doing nothing. Line up.
If
Do your business.
if the
Take care of your
official
job.
has
Be
not
responsible.
called a foul or penalty in that manner all
But if I'm the
season
coach,
okay,
I
long,
don't
and
care about
decides,
that.
No.
I think that's going to be called
No,
this game.
Now I can agree with you if that's been like all game, they've been doing that. And then
All season.
No, I'm talking about that one game.
I'm
I'm not gonna blame the whole season. Because they're not refereeing every single game.
But that's the issue. It has been the whole season. It has not
Well, it
been
has.
called.
Everybody been lined up offside. That's retarded.
Well, I mean, okay, so what?
Just use
That
that-
night,
I'm just using that as an
Come on,
example.
man.
Come on.
okay, so right
It's
there.
not true.
But what do we always say? What do we always say when they start talking about the referees cheating?
Why in
No,
that
no,
point?
we say
why?
don't let the referees beat you.
Absolutely.
Okay,
You
the
don't-
referees didn't beat Kansas City, who happens to be one of my favorite teams. They didn't beat Kansas
made
City.
some bad moves.
Kansas
Let the
City been-
receiving core get away.
Yeah.
I never understand why they did that.
You talking about Tariq?
Yeah.
Well, they didn't want to pay him the money.
Yeah, that's-
Well, they should have, because they ain't let Glenn Rice get away in San Francisco.
Well,
They ain't let Michael Irvin them get away.
well, they had
Chief
Matt.
as Dallas them was.
They got Mahomes, so
Huh?
you know he's the magic man. But
Yeah,
you know
but that's
people are
the
figuring
same
him
right,
out now.
man.
You know,
But he
So-
can't. Nobody can do it by themselves. They put too much pressure on him. He was
Yeah.
lucky he won that last Super Bowl. And look, heck, he had to run his longest run of the year on a sprained ankle
Yeah.
to win that game.
that's true.
I mean, it's ridiculous, man.
All right, any last words, Stein? Because we overtime right now. So you got any last
Well,
words?
only thing I'm saying
Overtime.
is, I'm in mourning right now. Basketball, the Pistons, one of my favorite teams.
You in
Basketball is
mourning.
one of my favorite sports of all time. They just can't win.
You call that morning?
Yeah, I call it. That's in mourning.
You might as well
When
hang
you lose
yourself in the
18
closet,
straight
I
bro.
call
games,
it afternoon,
18 straight
evening,
games.
and everything
I ain't
else
never
in
seen that
between.
in my life.
Me either.
Ever.
Me either.
Nobody lose that many games. That's all I'm telling you.
But you know, since the bad boys and the go to work Pistons, the Pistons have been crap for since
Tap dance.
04. Since the last time we won a championship, they've just been gone down. But hopefully, maybe Gore will come around and make some changes, and who knows. But
Well, we thought they had done it this year. It seemed like he had brought in a good coach. He has some good young talent, some decent first-round picks to work with Thompson and Cunningham and Ivy. Everybody's looking for them. And Jalen Duren looking for them to step up. And Lord have mercy. They play good, but they just can't win.
well, let's say this is
Weird stuff.
let's say this is a
They just
continue.
can't win.
Let's say this is the second part of the rebuilding, and hopefully next year they got to be better next year, because nobody loses 20 games in a row.
Well, they had the worst record in the league last year.
Yeah.
They were supposed to make a big change this year.
Well, how about a number one draft pick or somebody?
Well, maybe that's what they're trying for this
Well, you
early in
never
the league.
guaranteed.
No, I know.
NBA
It's the
stopped
ping
that
pong
about
balls.
15 years ago.
I know the ping pong balls, right?
Yeah, the final 16 getting in the lottery.
That's
So
right.
you could take all you want. Don't mean you're gonna get that pick.
Yeah.
Oh, one more
Some people
final.
agree with that. but
One
I
more
do agree
final
with
thing, Leland, before you go. One last thought. The NBA midseason tournament.
Spectacular.
Spectacular. Oh, well, that.
Oh yeah,
Hey.
no doubt about
I
it.
hadn't
The
seen one
NBA
game yet.
Oh,
Because you don't pay attention to the NBA.
No, and
I'm going to
plus,
cover the NBA
that's
almost
not
40
it. He
years.
doesn't have ESPN.
Whatever, man.
Oh, that's right. He don't have ESPN. And everybody, this is the only guy that history talks of a sportsman is ESPN.
All the
So
technology
pray
out here
for
in
it.
the world.
Pray for him for Christmas. Somebody, one of his girlfriends or ladies.
Well, you know what?
Yeah,
Santa has a lot of room out here in the backyard, so
well, he ain't gonna give me
maybe he can plug
ESPN.
in.
I got cable. I just don't have ESPN.
I ain't never heard of cable. Not ESPN. You don't have cable. You got something else.
Now I got cable, but I'm just
You
not.
got cable left. It's cable for less.
He has the basic
Listen,
package.
Listen, I got what I need. Okay,
It's beyond
with the
basic.
exception of
He
ESPN.
is beyond the basic package.
Okay, yeah, okay,
So being beyond the basic package,
okay.
if you're beyond the basic package in cable, what does that make you?
Okay, look,
A minimum package.
We 5 minutes over. I'm gonna say goodbye to the poor man's Stephen A.
Yes.
Smith, to Big Daddy Fat Boy Low.
Okay.
And this is coming from
See,
ESPN, but
Basic
ESPN-less
the
Butler.
basic cable guy had to throw in the fat, and he had to throw the
well, I'm
fat joke.
fat too.
Well, he's fat too.
So
That's,
it don't matter.
All right,
And ball.
everybody. Before we go, the Pistons play in Indiana as we speak. So,
well, by the time
we'll live
this
a victory,
by the
everybody.
time this gets
Fair-
aired,
fair
Leland,
play,
don't.
please.
By the time it gets aired, they won't be playing.
All right, everybody. I would like to thank you all for listening. I want to thank my man Jeffrey Lowe.
Yes,
I want
sir.
to thank my ace Leland Stein, and I
Oh,
want
yeah.
to thank you all for listening.
yeah.
And we want
hold
to
it.
give a shout out to Brow Brothers. I ain't got time for you,
Happy
Jeff.
holidays.
Yeah, happy holidays,
Happy
everybody.
holidays.
And you all have a good, safe holiday. Enjoy yourselves. Have a good New Year's if you don't hear from us. And we hope to get back to you before then.
Yeah,
But everybody,
the
have a good
holiday
one.
show is on the way. Well, don't miss out.
Have a good one. Leland, later, man.
The
Yes, sir.